and today I am going to explain you the principle of superposition by means of a numerical. So this is the example numerical which I have taken to make you understand the principle of superposition. So the question goes like this: a brass bar having cross-sectional area of 500 mm square is subjected to axial forces as shown in the figure. This is the figure. Find the total elongation of the bar. Take Young's modulus of elasticity for the bar material as 80 GPa. So this is the given question and we have to find the total elongation of the bar. I will write here: to find delta L total. So for finding delta L, or we can say the total elongation of the bar or the change in length of the bar, there is a formula which we already having by Hooke's law. So Hooke's law, according to Hooke's law, E is equal to sigma by E. So therefore sigma can be written as, stress can be written as load by area, and E can be written as delta L by L. Therefore delta L is equal to PL upon AE. So this is the basic formula which we have for finding the elongation of the bar, or we can say change in dimension of the bar. So by using this formula we can solve this, correct? But in this problem we can see there are a number of forces existing here in the bar. For example, on this side of the section AB, 100 kilonewton is acting on the negative x-axis, 80 kilonewton on the positive side, 50 kilonewton on the positive side, and 30 kilonewton on the negative side. So this P in the formula is a complicated matter to handle. Means this P is difficult to analyze from this figure since there are different number of P's. So what P should we take here is the major concern. So this concern is rectified. What P we have to take in the problem is rectified by means of principle of superposition. Means we have to position the bar in such a way that we get a single P, or you can say a resultant P for each section. So this is what principle of superposition is all about. So let's move into the problem. So before going into the problem, first we have to see that whether this problem is correct or not. So this problem is correct or not can be checked by using the basic formula of equilibrium. As we all know, summation of Fx is equal to 0. Therefore it will be like minus 100 kilonewton plus 80 kilonewton, then it will be plus 50, and then it will be minus 30. So we can see the summation of all will become 0. So this problem is correct. Means we can say first we are cross checking the problem that this problem is now correct. So now we can proceed further. So this is how we check the authenticity of the problem. So it is correct. It is, this whole system can be analyzed. We have checked it. Minus 100 plus 80 plus 50 minus 30 gives you 0. Now moving into the problem, this type of problem can be solved in different ways, but I have generated one of my method which I will show you here. First, draw some light lines below the question or below the given figure. You can draw it again also. Now first take the extreme left section of the bar. First take the extreme left section of the bar. So which is that bar? That bar is AB, correct? AB. AB. So what is the external force acting on this AB? External force we have to see, which is which is 100 kilonewton like this, correct? Now to balance this AB, I will put another 100 kilonewton here. So this bar is now balanced. AB is balanced. Extreme left section is balanced. For example, suppose here it is 50. So you take here 50. Suppose it is compressive 50. Give compressive 50. So this is how the bar is balanced. AB is balanced. Now go to the extreme right. Now this is the bar. This bar is CD. Now which is the external force acting on this CD? This is 30 compressive. 30 kilonewton compressive. So to make it balance, I have to put another 30 kilonewton from here. Correct? So this is the simplest method which you all can adopt for applying the principle of superposition. Now coming to the center position, or we can say the center section, which is BC. Now I have to balance BC. AB is balanced, CD is balanced. Now I have to balance BC. Now you can see this section B and this section B are similar. See here in the figure, in the diagram you can see this section is similar. Now we have 100 kilonewton positive, but in the question it is given as it should be 80 kilonewton positive. Correct? We have 100 positive, but in the question it is given as should be 80 kilonewton positive. So what I have to do here is I have to make this 100 as 80 by using something, by using subtracting or adding the forces. So this is plus 100. So if I put minus 20 here, so you can see plus 100 minus 20 gives you plus 80. So in this way, this section or resultant of this section is also balanced. Plus 100 minus 20 give you plus 80. So this is balanced. Since here it is plus 20, so put 20 here and check. Plus 30 plus 20 gives you plus 50. Correct? Plus 30 plus 20 gives you plus 50. So in this way now we can see that this bar, or in the question, earlier it was something like this and now it is like this. So this is tensile, so it is positive. This is tensile, so it is positive. This is compressive, so it is negative. So earlier when the question was given, it was not clear. It was not clear that it is something like this. Now when I applied the principle of superposition, now it is clear what is happening with the bar. Section AB is under tension, section BC is under tension, but section CD is under compression. Now we can solve it by using principle of superposition. Now we will solve it. Our main aim was to find the delta L total elongation of the bar with the given things. Area is given, E is given, correct? Now we will solve this. So now delta L total can be written as delta L of AB plus delta L of BC plus delta L of CD, correct? And delta L we already know, delta L is equal to PL by AE, correct? This is by the Hooke's law. Now in place of AB I can put it as PAB into LAB. Area is common for all. Area can be put as A, and E is also common for all the bar, E, correct? Similarly I can write for delta L BC, P BC L BC upon A E plus P CD L CD upon A E, correct? Why I have taken AE as like, because in the question it is given as 500 mm square. Area is, this is the bar of constant cross sectional area, so 500 is applied for all, and E is same, will remain the same for the material. So this is how it goes. Now we can see PAB. What is PAB? 100 kilonewton, correct? 100 kilonewton. So 100 into 10 raised to 3, I have converted it Newton, into L. What is the length? Length is 500 mm, correct? This will be the length. Length AB, length BC, length CD. So length AB is 500, area is 500, correct? Area which is given. E is 80 GPa, I will convert is 80 GPa into MPa, 10 raised to 3, plus second BC, 20 into 10 raised to 3. What is the length? 1000. What is the area? 500. What is E? 80 into 10 raised to 3. Similarly, I can write it as for CD. But before going into CD, make sure this is positive, but this one is negative. So I have to put negative sign here, since it is, this section is under compression. So I have to put negative sign here, correct? So minus 30 into 10 raised to 3 into 1200 divided by 500 into 80 into 10 raised to 3. So the answer will be, your answer comes as 0.85 mm plus 0.85 mm. So delta L total is equal to plus 0.85 mm. So we got our answer. The total elongation of the bar is 0.85 mm. So this is how we can solve the principle of superposition. Just the major thing was to balance this. First cross checking it and to balance it and taking the sign conventions properly. So 0.85 mm. Now before the question was something wavered, all the forces were here and there. Now we can see that it is plus 0.85, means bar is elongating, correct? Bar is elongating, this bar plus. If it is a negative sign, then the bar is under compression. But in this case, since it is positive, so the bar is elongating. So in this way we can get the concept of principle of superposition. So hope your concept of principle of superposition is clear now. Thank you for watching.